Tom Bertram, and this is my persuasive speech. Persuasive speech is a difficult one for me. I've always felt that everyone is entitled to their own opinion, and I never want to force someone to believe or think the way I think. I feel our differences are what makes us unique, for sure. I try to keep an open mind to other people's views, and I hope they extend the same courtesy to me. So in deciding a topic, I chose organic foods. Something that my wife and I have been very passionate about for the last 15 years at least. The USDA defines organic foods as food produced by farmers with emphasis on renewable resources and the conservation of soil and water to enhance environmental quality for future generations. Organic meats, eggs, poultry, and dairy products are all come from animals that have not been given antibiotics or growth hormones. Organic food is made without using conventional pesticides or fertilizers that are made with synthetic ingredients or sewage sludge, which is made from human waste, bioengineering, or ionized radiation. Organic foods do not contain pesticides, engineered fertilizers, solvents, or additives. This helps the overall biodiversity of plants and animals, which make it better for the environment. For meat, this includes the foods that the animals eat to ensure that there are no genetically modified organisms or GMOs inside them. GMO side note, over half the countries in the European Union have banned their farmers from growing genetically modified crops. So it's kind of a big deal over there for sure. Organic foods often have more beneficial nutrients, such as antioxidants, than conventionally grown, and people with allergies to foods, chemicals, preservatives often have their symptoms reduced or go away when they switch to an organic diet. And I'll cover that a little bit later on in the speech. Organic foods also contain fewer chemicals such as fungicides, pesticides, and herbicides that are all widely used in conventional farming and remain in and on the food that we're eating. So that's something to think about there. Additionally, organic farming practices reduce pollution, conserve water, reduce soil erosion, and increase soil fertility, and use less energy. And without the use of pesticides, it is also better for the birds and the animals and all the people living in and around those farms. So, the chemicals and other negatives to not eating organic. Pesticides, which is a substance used for destroying insects and other organisms harmful to cultivated plants and animals. Herbicides, which is a substance that is toxic to plants and used to destroy unwanted vegetation. Fertilizers are chemical or natural substances added to soil to increase the fertility. Not all fertilizers are bad, though. Preservatives, natural or man-made chemicals that are added to foods to help them from spoiling too quickly. And again, there are good preservatives as well as bad ones. Artificial color, that's any substance that imparts color to a food, drug, or cosmetic. And they include both synthetic substances that I'm concerned about and substances derived from natural sources. And they are also called food dyes, which we'll go into later as well. Artificial flavors, which are chemical mixtures that mimic a natural flavor in some way. Most of them have taste and smell components added to them. Artificial sweeteners, which are non-nutritive sweeteners, and that include low-calorie or non-caloric sweeteners, sugar substitutes as well. Out of this list, I want to cover just a couple more in depth. Number one would be pesticides. Pesticides are poisons, no doubt, and unfortunately they harm more than just the pests that they're used to control. In a study back in 1999, which I know is a long time ago, but things haven't changed. It revealed that worldwide deaths and chronic diseases due to pesticide poisoning numbered about 1 million per year. DDT, which was a pesticide used up until 1972, when the EPA banned it finally from use. And even though it ended almost 50 years ago, it still has a negative impact on our environment and all of us living on this planet. It is still found in food supplies today, and 99% of the people tested by the Center for Disease Control had DDT breakdown products in their blood. That's 99% today, even though it was banned 50 years ago. Girls that were exposed to DDT before puberty were 5 times more likely to develop breast cancer in middle age, and that was according to the Presidential Cancer Panel. So as far as artificial food colors, the most commonly used ones are yellow, 5 and 6, and red, 40, but there is a ton of other ones as well, all of which contain the compounds benzidine and 4-aminobutanol, which are both linked to cancer. From the Center of Science and the Public Interest in the pages of Seeing Red, it found that more than 90% of child-oriented candies, foods, fruit-flavored snacks, and drinks were all artificially flavored or colored. They discovered the direct correlation between childhood behavioral problems, such as ADHD, and the increase in food dye consumption. The studies also showed that when the food dyes were removed from the child's diets, that their symptoms greatly improved and in many cases went away altogether. So, in conclusion, I know this is just touching the subject, but I could spend hours going over more information about why to eat organic. And for those listening to this speech, I think it's important that we take the time to research the dangers of the synthetic ingredients that we're all ingesting still. Thank you.